Aloha, I'm Leslie Tagorda, Aquarius boss woman, brand astrologer, and designer. Not long ago, I was an unseen business owner playing small. Then, using my astrology chart, I uncovered the luminary I was meant to be. Now I help entrepreneurs like you use astrology in practical ways to crystallize your brand visibility for brilliance, impact, and reach. We are currently in a huge global pivot, and it's your time to be a leader, your time to show up for your community and contribute your magic in the world. I believe you are here to shine brightly online like the luminary you are meant to be. Let's talk about the astrology highlights for the week of April 19th through the 25th. So on Sunday, April 19th, the sun moves into Taurus, officially kicking off Taurus season. So remember, this is all again about worthiness. You are deserving of the very best. Spring is in the air. It is time to manifest. No wonder Taurus is associated with land, bounty, and the farm. Then, of course, the new moon, we talked about the new moon a little bit, is happening on Wednesday, April 22nd. And if you're into angel numbers, notice the 444, holy manifestation. It happens exactly at 10:26 p.m. Eastern, 7:26 p.m. Pacific. Right? So, what's really interesting about this day that we are supposed to be planting the seeds so that we can expand our self worth and value in our business? There are a lot of powerful things going on. I posted the chart of this in the show notes if you want to take a look at the chart. Some of the things that really come to fore for me, I was talking about the 444 of April 4, 22nd, 4 in 2024. So, I don't know about you, but I've been seeing 444 all the time since about January. So I am trusting that the angels are telling me I am on the right path, right? The lunar nodes move backwards, and they, at the time of the new moon, they will be at 0 degrees, 37 seconds, Cancer. Right? They are moving backwards and they're going to be in Gemini and Sagittarius sometime in May and early May. I'll be talking about that as it comes up. So, with the nodes at this critical degree of this ability for us to be socially responsible and emotionally responsible, things are still going to be very heightened with our global pivot. All right. And of course, Uranus is going to be, it's really near, it's right next to within 3 degrees of the sun and the moon in Taurus right there. So thinking of our new moon energy, having this really this rebellious need to be free kind of feeling, yet we cannot be free, right? Because Uranus is squaring Saturn, and you can see this as still this need to shelter in place. We want to be free. Maybe we can be free in our minds and our hearts and our souls, but physically, we are not able to be free right now. This too will pass, but not right now. On April 25th, Pluto stations to go backwards. Pluto retrograde is happening. Now, don't worry, it's not like one of these inner planets. It's not like when Mercury goes retrograde or Mars or Venus goes retrograde. From our perspective on the Earth, Pluto looks like it's going backwards about half the year. But when Pluto goes retrograde, what's happening is that we have to decide, right? I've been talking a lot about this activation of Pluto, about being able to decide, because transformation happens, change happens, whether by choice or by force. That's Pluto. So the question now that we need to be thinking is, how are we going to integrate the learnings of this global pivot so that we can build a new sustainable future? Pluto moves super slowly. It takes about 248 years to go around the sun. So it's going to spend many, many years in a zodiac. Hence, that's why we call it an outer planet. It's generational planet, meaning that the people in your generation are all going to have the same zodiac sign for their Pluto. So as Pluto puts the brakes on, it's going to be stopping at Capricorn 25 degrees. And it's going to be going backwards all the way until October 4th. So we're going to have a lot of integration time from now until October 4th, 2020. And it's going to go all the way back to 22 degrees of Capricorn. And if you're an astrology junkie, do note that that is the same degree of the great Saturn-Pluto conjunction that we had back in January, which is considered kind of like the catalyst of our global pivot we are seeing now. So, what do you think Pluto is asking us to do? It's asking us to clean up our poop, right? Integrate what we've learned. We're going to have to be integrating this all the way back till October 4th. So from, if this is any indication of what's been going on, right? This is the process of Pluto, is to transform. Again, if not by choice, by force. And we have the choice to clean up our act, clean up our society, clean up our government, clean up all of our systems here so that we can transform as a collective and, really shore up these massive cracks that have been exposed in our government, our healthcare system, and the unequal access to protections and support. I know you've been feeling this, even if you can't put words to this. We are at the next evolution, one of great healing and rebuilding, right? And you're ready, right? I'm ready. I want to be there for everybody. And I know that you are here to contribute as well. So this retrograde is, Jupiter is already in retrograde, Pluto is now in retrograde, and then in May, Saturn is going to go in retrograde. We'll have 3 planets in retrograde. In June, Neptune goes into retrograde. In August, Uranus goes into retrograde, but gratefully, Jupiter is going to go back and direct again. So over the next 4 months, just the retrograde motion, like even if you don't know anything about astrology, you can tell that these collective forces that are represented by the outer planets is asking us to relearn, to reintegrate, to redo everything that has gone wrong, that has been highlighted by the global pivot that we are in now. That's all I have today. I know that was a lot. So remember, sign up for the New Moon Masterclass, Illuminate Your Brand's Worth. Head on over to thesavvyluminary.com, thesavvyluminary.com/new moon. It's a free masterclass on Wednesday, April 22nd at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And of course, join in the conversation. Head over to my free Facebook group, The Savvy Luminary. Just go to Facebook, look up The Savvy Luminary. It is a beautiful community of diverse evolutionary entrepreneurs, people from all over the world, of all ages, of all creeds. I love diversity, and you can tell this in the communities that I am here to build. We talk about astrology and branding and business. So please come join us. And if you're still listening, I know it's because you love me and I love you. So please help me spread the word. Share this podcast with your business bestie, or simply rate and review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps get the word out further. And I believe in this. I know that this information can help way more people. So please help me spread the word. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful, beautiful new moon in Taurus. Mahalo for listening to this brand new podcast. If you enjoyed learning about astrology for entrepreneurs, help me spread the word by sharing this podcast with your business besties, and hop over to The Savvy Luminary for links to episode notes and our free Facebook community where you can send me questions about astrology or branding, as well as connect with other like-minded businesses.